Ladies and gentlemen, the Brawl Talk has now been live. We know exactly what's coming here in Season 3 of Brawl Stars. And gotta say, stuff is looking freaking exciting. I'm very excited to get my hands on the newest Brawler, which we will be covering in depth in today's video. Now, I must warn you, at the point that I'm recording this video right now is before the Brawl Talk is actually aired. So I currently don't have the version that you guys just ended up seeing. So I still don't know why it's 8 minutes long or 9 minutes long. I'm going to be going over a Brawl Talk that I have here in my possession and break it down, all the stuff that you guys can expect in this update from what I know, from what the Brawl Stars dev team allows me to tell you. So hope you guys are all excited. Either way, I'm really excited for this update. The newest Brawler is right in my wheelhouse for like really cool mobility. So yeah, let's get straight away into everything. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright everybody, so we are most definitely not going to be wasting any time whatsoever. We're going to be jumping straight away into all the new content here coming for Brawl Stars Season 3, which is going to be centralized around the theme of a gift shop with new skins coming for the theme, as well as the new chromatic brawler. She's going to be our third chromatic brawler here in Brawl Stars, and I gotta say, her mechanics seem really fun. Kind of like right up my wheelhouse, right? You guys know how much I like mobility here in Brawl Stars. So the very first thing to take note of is that she's getting a new mechanic with her basic attack that is completely foreign to Brawl Stars, and that is a scaling damage basic attack that deals more damage based on the person that you're shooting's health. So for example, if you're going up against an El Primo, you're going to be dealing more damage than if you were going up against a squishier brawler like Barley. I find this mechanic is going to be incredibly interesting moving forward in the meta here. Do you always want to lane up against the highest health brawler on the enemy team? I would assume so, because you deal more damage, or is it going to make that much of a difference? Do you just go for whoever you'd like to, much like you would do with other brawlers in the game? I don't know quite yet, which is why it's so interesting. Now, it's super important to keep in mind about Colette's basic attack, and I got this mixed up the first time I heard about what it does, is it's the actual percent health the brawler has currently in game, so the amount of damage that they take. So say, for example, a brawler is super low for what you guys can see in the gameplay. This Nita, for example, she only took around 400 damage from Colette's basic attack, where if she had more health, she would have took much more damage. So I have a really good feeling that she's going to be relying on her super a lot for the kind of finishing off damage, not necessarily her basic attack. So we'll have to wait and see on that front. Either way, I think it's incredibly interesting. It's either going to be very good because you're not going to be dealing that much damage up against players who are lower, or it's going to be really good. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, if you really think about it, there's a lot of strategy involved with certain brawlers in the game where you know exactly the amount of damage that you're going to do with like one attack or two attacks, so you can either pressure in to finish off that opponent or retreat back if you don't have enough ammo to actually kill the brawler that you're going for. Where Colette can't necessarily do that. It's going to be incredibly hard to figure out how much damage your next attack is going to do because it's always changing depending on the brawler that you're going for. Interesting. So next, getting straight away into probably my favorite feature about Colette, and that is her super, a very high mobility based super where you dash forward and then dash back at the same point where you first activated your super, and a very quick dash at that. Now, with the gameplay that I have on hand of the Brawl Talk, I can't see how much damage it actually deals, but I could see the super being a really important point of Colette's build, where something she's going to need to finish off the opponents that are really low in health, which would be really exciting in my opinion. Someone whose super isn't such a huge super where you have to wait for a super long time to make one clutch play with the super that you regenerate after a really long time. For example, like a Taro, where you might only get like 2 or 3 supers a game. I hope Colette is one of those brawlers where you're just using your super almost like a makeshift basic attack in a lot of different circumstances, where you can really get dashing around a lot on the map. If that's the case, I would be playing with this brawler so freaking much. From what I'm seeing so far, I feel like I'm going to enjoy a brawler such as this if it's kind of what I'm thinking she's going to be like. But either way, really interesting. Now, from the gameplay that I see from the Brawl Talk here, I don't see any gadget activations, nor do I see anything that is blaring to me a star power that she could have. Going through my mind, maybe just predicting the star power, I could see something with her dashes, maybe increasing the speed of the dashes, or maybe just a damage increase star power. We don't know quite yet. Make sure to let me know what you guys think would make sense for a star power or gadget for Colette. And hey, you might even know before me, seeing a Brawl Talk version different than mine. So it's all up in the air air for me at this point, but again, I would always love your input on things such as this. So next, it's time to get straight away into the brand new skins coming for this gift shop update. And guys, I'm a big fan of all of them. I feel like once again, the dev team keeps ramping up the quality of the skins. In my opinion, I'm a huge fan of a lot of them. And the very first one is Sugar Rush Sandy, dressed up with a Leon hat on his head. He's got this cotton candy in his hand. I think it's hilarious. He has some animation changes with his basic attack, and I'm assuming he might have some animation changes for his super on top of that. So a really cool skin for Sandy. Sandy doesn't necessarily have a great skin right now, just a recoloring for the Sleepy Sandy skin or whatever that one is, but it's cool to see like animation change skins. So huge fan of this one. Moving along to the next skin, and that is Super Fangirl Ems. She's getting some animation changes to her basic attack as well. She's wearing a hat with tick on it. It's just looking fantastic. Another brawler who doesn't necessarily have a great skin in her arsenal. I know with me saying this, you guys are probably thinking, what the heck? Justice for Rosa? She needs a skin. These brawlers have crappy skins, but at least they have skins. I catch your drift, guys. I would love to see a Rosa skin as well, hopefully soon. And the final skin that's coming, that is gem-based, not Brawl Pass or Star Point, is one for Spike, where he keeps his basic skin, right? He doesn't look any different. He's green, he's got the little red flower on top of his head, but the only thing that changes is that he's wearing a mask, which is interesting. I'll think about that a little bit later. Maybe we can get some theory crafting going about that, but the mask change every single time he respawns. So if he's defeated in gem grab or something like that, the mask will change into a different one, which is really cool. I love that concept for Spike. It's an awesome skin. So next, moving along to the Brawl Pass skins, Poco is going to be getting one, a Star Poco skin, where he's wearing the Star Park crown on top of his head, and his guitar is like a star as well on top of that. Guys, I feel like Poco's kind of lucking out when it comes to the skins. I think his skins are really cool. This one being another really awesome skin in my humble opinion. I'm a big fan of this one. And then the other skin is for the newest brawler coming out, and that is Trixie. And you know what? Trixie kind of makes sense, having a very creepy and demonic appearance, if you ask me, because her behavior is really creepy. Basically, her lore is that she is an employee here at the gift shop, and one of her biggest hobbies is to collect things from different brawlers here in the Brawl universe. And her favorite brawlers, ones that she's a little bit too much involved with, is Spike and Piper. Maybe that's why Spike is wearing a mask to hide from Colette. You never know. But yeah, she's most definitely too much of a fan, almost to the stalker point for Piper and Spike, which is why in that journal we saw so much creepy stuff about different brawler references in that Twitter video that we saw a long time ago. So really interesting. Either way, I'm a fan of Colette. I think she's going to be really interesting here in the meta. And Trixie Colette looking really cool as well. And the final two skins that are coming here in this update are Lunar Sprout as well as El Atomico Primo, which is like a toxic El Primo, which is really cool. Both of these being star points in what I believe. So more star point skins, always a definite win. It's been a while since we've seen some more of those, but both of these looking really cool. You guys should let me know what you're thinking about all the new skins coming out here in this next update. I'm sure they're going to be released somewhat in the same fashion as we've seen in other updates, like coming out staggered. So make sure to keep that in mind. So next, it's time to get into some of the quality of life changes. One of them in particular I'm very happy about, my goodness. But the very first change is a theme change to the tutorial that we have here in Brawl Stars, centralized around the theme, which is the gift shop, and it's all for welcoming new players here into Brawl Stars. And the next change, guys, we can turn off bots in friendly battles. We won the battle, guys. If you're worried after watching Kairos' theory about bots picking up our movements and learning from our movements, turn those suckers off. More of a reason to do so, on top of absolutely hating them in general. Guys, bots have always sucked. They've sucked since this game has been created, and now we have complete control. We can take those suckers straight out of friendly battles. No more sweating and getting frustrated at bots when making star power or gadget glitch episodes. Peace out, bots. It's been a cool ride. Let's go. Absolute win. Some other quick changes as well to take note of is that at the end of the Brawl Pass, we're getting a pin pack, which is really cool. If you guys don't necessarily spend a lot of gems on pin packs, it's on the free Brawl Pass side of things, so you can get some pins in your possession at the very end of it, as well as a new match end screen animated background. It looks really, really cool. I like the change to it. It's bigger, it's more like expressive. Either way, I'm a huge fan of the change to that match end screen. They're doing a great job with these quality of life changes, in my opinion. And then the final thing we have confirmation on is that we will be receiving brand new maps here in Brawl Stars, as well as old maps that were once removed from the game being implemented in the game once again. Hopefully we can see some fan favorites come back in Brawl Stars. Crossing my fingers on that one. But yeah, guys, that's basically all the information from the Brawl Talk that I have in front of me. Very much so looking forward to seeing why it is so long tomorrow, because I'm recording this before the actual Brawl Talk comes out. But either way, it should be fun. If it is noteworthy, I'll make sure to keep you guys up to date with all the information coming from this update. But yeah, guys, make sure to let me know what you're thinking about the new content coming around the corner here in Season 3. I got a feeling that this whole theme park theory that we had is not this mini update like they told us in the Brawl Talk. I think it's something that is still accumulating, which is weird. We had a lot of stuff kind of happen to the live stream, all these crazy things that have been happening with the website, the 8-bit minigame, and so many other things. But hey, when we get new information on that front, I'll make sure to keep you guys in the loop as well. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. I'd really, really appreciate that. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Have a fantastic day.